Hello and welcome to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar. In this video we'll be answering the question, what is a primary auxiliary verb? A primary auxiliary verb is really a helping verb. There are only 3 primary auxiliary verbs in the English language. They are to be, to have and to do. And these specific primary auxiliary verbs are special. They have a special superpower, because they can be used as main verbs, whereas usual auxiliary verbs have to be used alongside another main verb to make sense. These 3 special verbs, to be, to have and to do, can run on their own as if they are main verbs. A little bit complicated, right? This table here gives you an example and breakdown of how each of these verbs operates in the past, present and future. There's more to follow in future weeks about exactly how that operates, but for now I'd like you to just consider that you need to know which person and whether it's singular or plural to operate each of these verbs in the past, present or future appropriately. Now here are 3 key sentences. I'd like you to hit pause to identify each of the auxiliary verbs in these sentences and tell me their function, and if you can, if it's in the present, the past, or maybe even the future. Hit pause if you need thinking time. So, how did he get on? Tiago has a plan to solve this crime. He has a plan. That is a primary auxiliary verb that's in the present tense. It's in the third person because Tiago is the third person. He is being referred to. My exam is far away. Far away is not the verb. Is instead remains the verb. And that comes as the present tense of the verb to be, and it's in the first person. We will do that because we act our age, not our shoe size. Interesting. We will do that. So this is in the future tense, referring to something that, as a group, we will do. As you can see in each of these sentences, the primary auxiliary verb is helping the sentence make sense. It's helping because otherwise there is not a specific verb that could be used in its place. With to be, to have and to do, these actions are often helpful. That's how I remember it. But now it's your turn. For each of the 5 sentences, identify the verb in the sentence and then consider if it's a main verb or a primary auxiliary verb. Why not hit pause if you need thinking time? So, let's consider. Who does the work in your lessons? This question has the verb does in it, which is a primary auxiliary verb root from to do. Nisha enjoys the comedy of her friends. Enjoys is a main verb. My dad has a pair of spectacles from the 1970s. That's true. Has is a primary auxiliary verb, and it comes from the verb to have. We danced all night long. Danced is a main verb in this sentence. And if somebody were to say to you, you are a total hero, you are is from the verb to be, which is a primary auxiliary verb. So just to remember, an auxiliary verb is traditionally a helping verb, but a primary auxiliary verb is a special kind of verb. It's a helping verb with a super special power. It can function as a main verb. And the 3 verbs that have that function are to be, to have, and to do. Watch out for them in the sentences you use, and also consider how they vary between singular and plural as you go through. Why not subscribe to Miss Hannah Loves Grammar for all things English, literary, and grammatical?